good evening or afternoon or morning or dawn or dusk, whatever. I think dusk is still technically night, right?
Yeah, but it's so
dusk
early
is,
now.
It's like 2 to 4 in the morning. Anyway, my name is Jay Fandango. Welcome back to the Dish Pit Podcast, everybody.
Oh, I'm Mikey Miguel, like whatever the fuck.
I am Mark, your co-host, also known as The Crow, here with...
Oh, yeah, it's Chocolate Daddy, Mr. A.K.A. I Want to Smash on Sanaa Lathan.
Okay.
Just figured
Drive
I'd
that
say
home.
that.
That may seem random to you guys
Yeah.
at home, but before the
Sanaa
show
Lathan.
started...
Put her up. I don't know what she looks like.
Yeah, Blake.
Oh, my God.
Let us
the
know
show
in the comments
started,
if you think he
I
has
want
good
to
taste.
Smash on her so
I know
so
that everyone's pretty conservative about drugs here. So we're all pretty safe individuals. So I posed the question, what celebrity status does it take for you to do this drug? Because keep in mind, the celebrity is doing the drug with you. So G said he would pop some X.
Yeah, I
Well,
would
she's
do
like a
ecstasy.
MILF.
Straight Molly with Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan is like a MILF.
Yeah, she's the MILF.
I already looked it up.
I would want to do like
Daddy.
ayahuasca with Margot Robbie.
Oh, sir! Yes.
First of all, you know Margot's a freak too.
Oh yeah.
It's not
She's
for
gotta
that.
be. And she's
But
our age, bro.
Who do I
Like,
think?
It's not for that.
Is she 30?
she's 30.
That's it?
Yes.
Holy
yes.
shit. Michael, you go next.
Well, I have a unique choice, but it's Lily from the fucking commercials.
Lily?
What is it? From
The AT&T girl?
The AT&T
Bro,
girl.
the AT&T girl,
Go
she's
figure.
fucking hot. Blake, put a picture of the AT&T girl
Bro,
up. You
bro.
know the one I'm talking about, too. Not the one with the AT&T
She
outfit on.
is.
She's hot. What drug would you do with her?
baddie.
Russian, bro.
What
This is
drug
her.
is
She's a little baddie. She's right.
Look, first of all, AT&T did a great job hiding these warlocks. All right, like hiding those boobs in there, because like, all right. So,
All right,
Milana-
foaming at the mouth. I think I would
Milana
choose...
Van Trapp.
Oh, yeah, what drug?
Oh, it's gonna have to be something hard. We're gonna have to get something done. You know,
Some mescaline with the AT&T
no
girl?
mescaline. Fucking, I'll be out of it.
I'm just
You
joking.
can't bang on mescaline or acid. All right,
We're banging on Exos.
See, Exos, you can. You can do that. But mescaline, nah. It would have to be like, sorry, ladies, it had to be the old cocaina.
It's not bad.
You know, if I were to choose, you know.
My celebrity, I choose Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, ScarJo.
And what is she talking to you in, or doing drugs with?
Ah,
you?
man,
Okay.
but you said you can't bang on acid, so...
Kinda
Something's
hard
like...
to.
It's kind of hard.
It's same thing with shrooms because they're both psychedelics, and you're like, you're not even thinking about your dick when you're on shrooms. You guys are taking all the good drugs. I don't want to do meth.
No.
So Pete,
Meth is
What's
good.
What's
You
a,
can smoke it.
I'm not smoking meth with Scarlett
look,
Johansson.
you'll probably never
You
do this
lean.
drug again. So it's okay
Lean?
if it's like crazy. You
Fall
could
asleep on top of her with
That
leaves.
sounds like-
smoke a primo. You could, you could dip it in embalming. What did we just watch today?
Are
The
you telling
cigarette
this man
dipped
to
in
smoke
acid?
sherm?
stick
Yeah.
with Scarlett Johansson.
That sounds like a good porno.
I was just saying, like,
Scarlett Johansson and me
you'll
smoke
never do it
sherm.
again, and this would be the story. Did I tell you about the time?
I say Molly.
I-
Molly's good.
Molly's good.
I say Molly with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, if you smoke sherm
'Cause
with
I know, yeah.
ScarJo, if you smoke sherm with ScarJo, you'll just end up be talking to each other like,
I'm like, so what? So you're telling me you've been acting since you were a kid? I've never even seen you in any movies except for Avengers.
Bro,
Just playing.
she
Have
was
y'all seen
in-
Don John?
What
Don John was a good movie.
She was in. She was
Tanya,
so young.
Tanya.
No, she was like young. Oh my God.
Let's take a drink to Scarlett Johansson,
All right.
Sanaa Lathan, AT&T girl, and whoever Mark chose. Margot Robbie.
AT&T girl. Fuck yeah.
There's a Russian name. I didn't say it. Oh,
Melania Van
I wish
Trapp.
this was strong enough booze that I could just spit out, like blow it on the candle and it goes.
That being said,
Jordan just gave me a shot of fucking pickle juice. I thought that Michael poured me a shot.
Gave him pictures.
You took my chaser, you cunt.
No. 2 shots? What the fuck?
He didn't pour you a shot yet, you dummy. Did you even look at it? That was my pickle shot.
I toasted with it.
I didn't give you that.
Jesus.
Wow. Pickle juice.
I'm not drinking.
Bro, come on. I'll give you an actual shot glass.
yeah, we need a shot glass. We need a shot glass.
You don't like cookie juice, bro?
He took a shot.
You don't like pickle
All right, let's re-up. We'll re-up. Come on, we gotta re-up.
How was that, bro?
Bro, you know how like you expect a shot to go down and burn a little bit? I was waiting and I was like, what the fuck?
I can only imagine how gross that was.
My jaw started tightening up. Because it was cold.
All right.
You know, it was cold at first.
Easy
I'm
boys,
like, all right.
easy boys.
Oh my god.
I remember I was like, I took the shot and I'm like looking for the fucking pickle juice. And I'm just like, where the fuck is it? And I see Mark just like,
Everybody was toasting. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to miss the toast. So I pick up the closest shot.
just take it, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
I was looking
the
at
hat,
his
bro.
face when he it was like
Bruh.
murder.
This is for
You
all
have to
the
take that one
veterans.
alone. We're going to take it.
No, I ain't drinking by myself.
Bruh.
Veterans.
All right, I got you, bro.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the veteran toast. You know that you guys and fucking Laurel are the only people that have wished me happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, bro, we appreciate your service. You
Yeah,
didn't
bro.
have to.
We know you're a veteran, dog.
This country was going to be this country no matter what, and you decided to do something. You did your part.
It was kind of like inadvertently. I joined the Marine Corps for music.
Speaking of doing your part.
I joined the Marine Corps. I tried out for the Marine Corps band.
So you were a bard of sorts.
I was of sorts. I didn't sing and I didn't.
Play instruments.
No, I didn't sing and I didn't constantly write during the fucking performance.
That'd be so fucking. Hey, hold on. Stop combat. Let me
Stop.
write this shit down.
I need to tell a story.
Guys.
No, I didn't do that, but I did change my MOS after 9/11 to infantry.
Nice.
So I did do
You're
that.
like, fuck it, I just want to die.
I said no. I said fuck it. I want to kill for
A living.
like legally. Like these people
You heard it here, ladies and
past-
gentlemen.
in
Michael
past
likes to
summers?
kill legally.
legally, not illegally.
It's legal.
It was legal.
Isn't that crazy? It's legal to kill someone when you're in war, like, but if you went over their country when they're not in war, that shit's illegal.
Well, there are rules of engagement no matter what. So even though you have legal right to engage somebody, according to the Geneva Convention in the United States, the way they operate as far as rules of engagement, you cannot fire unless fired upon. So unless we're in active fire zone, if somebody's patrolling by, even if they're enemies, armed to the teeth, we cannot engage them first. Because if we break contact, then if we lose this war, then we are subject to criminal trials
War
by whatever.
tri- yeah, war crimes,
War
yeah.
crimes by whatever country wins that war.
Like, say if you were to use like a chemical warfare or something like
So
that, right?
chemical warfare is forbidden. It was forbidden after World War One with
What
the
happens
Geneva
if a country
Convention.
does it?
Then it's up to them. Like if a country uses chemicals, then they are breaking the Geneva Convention, and they're going to be subject to war crimes.
And they're off. They're
If
probably
they
gonna be off the
lose.
UN or something, right? If
Yeah, it's
they're on it.
It's not the UN. It's the United Nations, but it's NATO that enforces, because the United Nations.
NATO's disgusting. You ever seen what that shit looks like? NATO, you know what I'm talking about? That Japanese shit. You never seen NATO?
I never seen what NATO you're talking about. I'm talking about
I know,
the
I
National
know.
Armament Against Terrorists and Operations. I'm talking about that NATO. They are the ones with the military background to enforce anything. Like the United Nations just be like, oh, we'll sanction you. Like, yeah. That's what that Dave Chappelle bit, whenever he was like, oh, you want to come get me? You want to come after me without, weapons of mass destruction? Then NATO, then UN, come get me to stop sanctioning me. I got the coalition of the willing, It's like the power of the president, bro. They can do whatever the fuck. Here
Speaking
we
of
go.
the president,
Speaking of fucking which.
Yeah.
Man.
so do you think Biden is
President-elect.
actually going to be voted in, sworn in as president? Because I know Trump is going to go kicking and screaming,
Oh, yeah,
He's
absolutely.
already kicking
Suing-
and screaming.
He was
suing
elected.
everybody.
He's
Saying
already
someone
doing
was trying
that.
to say Kamala slept her way to the top. I heard-
Kamala.
She did.
Kamala. Whatever.
No, she did. Like, that's
She did?
Not, yeah, that's not...
She banged her way to the top.
pretty much. She had no political experience before she married her first husband, who was a senator. And he's the one who got her the sphere of influence
Okay,
for her
well,
to
that's
be
not
able to.
banging
That's
you.
not
I
sleeping
mean,
your way to the top, but that's what the way.
Technically, yes, it is, but it's like one step.
don't
You don't
know.
have to
In
bang a bunch of
way-
different
In a
dudes.
way, it's in a very
ask you
roundabout
a
way.
It's a
question.
roundabout way, and it's what the right wing narrative wants you to believe.
Why do you know who Marilyn Monroe is?
JFK.
No, or
That's sleeping your way to the
Well,
top.
I mean, she
No.
was also a
She was
movie
also a model.
star.
She
was also a model, movie star.
like,
She was just hot. She was like the Margot Robbie of JFK's
she,
era.
bro, she got extra fame when she fucked a president.
So
But,
here's the
like,
thing.
Before that, she was already famous.
Here's the
Like,
thing. She wasn't famous for fucking a president until after she died. All right? She was married to Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, which he died of that disease coined by his own fucking name.
I say this
But
with
she
all
was-
sincerity. I hope you fucking get Lou Gehrig's disease. Sorry, I was
I hope I do
quoting,
too.
quoting Ted.
Yeah, Ted. I say
Sorry.
this, but
I'm done.
that's so funny. But yeah, so she was married to him, and then she died. The reason why, her death is a controversy because she has been seen with both the Kennedy brothers, with JFK before his assassination, and then post-assassination with Bobby Kennedy, who was during the time of John F. Kennedy's reign. He was the AP, he was in charge of all the legal system. What do you call that fucking guy?
The AP.
No, yeah,
The Attorney General?
The Attorney General.
Okay.
she was getting it in with
President,
the
the
All of
Attorney
them.
General.
President and the Attorney General.
all the Kennedys. Bro.
And so they say that her death, she was found dead with a bottle of pills
Forced.
and a note. That's how Marilyn Monroe was found dead. So the theory is that the Kennedys killed her.
Like the ones that like the older, the parents and stuff.
After Bobby, yeah, well, the parents were already dead, but after Bobby and John died, because they both died by
Who are the other
assassination.
Kennedys then?
Well, you have Ted Kennedy. You had a bunch of other Kennedys around. You had
You think the other Kennedys conspired against like Bobby and
because
JFK?
she knew pertinent information
Oh, yeah,
about
Marilyn
deep
Monroe.
state.
Who do you think told her? Like, you think JFK
The
told her?
fucking
or-
Kennedys told her, obviously.
yeah, while they were getting
Pillow
it
talk.
in,
Bro, they need to make a movie
they,
about that.
Pillow
That'd be
talk.
dope.
And she
And
was
the
like,
fact-
so tell me about the nuclear football.
Yeah.
like
The
she-
fact that they never made a movie about that explains a lot, right? We fucking make movies about
Government
everything.
is involved. for
We've
sure.
even made a movie about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. It's a great movie. It's called JFK. I recommend people watching it. But
it's long as fuck.
it is. It's 3 hours long.
Too fucking long.
No thanks.
That's
Yeah,
not that long.
as fuck.
At the
man.
time,
We
it was
watched
long.
a 2.5-hour movie today. Didn't even sweat about it.
It was great.
That's true, but I did leave before it was over.
You left and literally there was like 3 minutes left. And
We watched that movie because it was Leonardo DiCaprio's 46th
Happy
birthday.
I'm gonna
birthday
finish this shot to Leo.
to Leo. To Leo.
Also, to celebrate this guy's birthday, I watched Titanic for the first time.
Get
3 hours
fuck
Yeah, it was
out of
weird.
here.
of excellence, and I regret to inform you that I thought it was trash before I watched it. So sorry, guys.
All right. Well, first of all, you're watching the movie 20 years too late. Okay.
This is a good movie.
Like literally.
That was a good
And
movie.
It was a great movie, bro. It was #1 movie of all time for the longest time. And you gotta understand that was Leo's breakout movie.
That's
You know
James
why
Cameron
it
too.
was-
James Cameron already did
Well,
Terminator
yeah,
2.
I know. Yeah.
So he was
I can
already
tell
that
you
was like
why.
his like I'm doing this.
It won that movie of the year shit because
Why?
it united old people with young people. It made you think. It made you, as a young person at the time, think old people have some cool story from their life to tell you. Because really, it's this old lady telling you the story the whole time, and the only thing that confirms it is that fucking picture.
The
one he drew.
And she's like, "That's me."
I can see where you're saying
You know how
that.
awkward it is to watch
From-
Titanic with your grandparents when you're like 10?
I'm sure that's very awkward.
when you're 10.
That's how he watched it.
Oh God.
Well, at
I
least you
was
didn't.
like-
At least you didn't jerk off to it like I did.
I mean, there's weirder things I've jerked off to, honestly.
I jerked off to the movie 10.
10. What movie is that?
Oh, it's an old movie from the 80s.
I didn't watch it, probably.
It's with Dudley Moore and Bo Derek. Oh,
Didn't even-
God.
The golf movie.
Yeah.
What the
I've seen
fuck
that.
is wrong
I've
with
seen
you?
that. It's about the tin cup. Yeah.
No, that's Tin Cup.
Oh, tin cup.
No, I'm talking about. It's just the number 10.
Oh.
And it's describing. Bo Derek was a Playboy model, actress, whatever, at the time in the late 70s, early 80s.
I know who Bo Derek is.
Yeah, she had those braids and
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
oof. And so she made a movie with Dudley Moore, who's from Arthur, the original Arthur, So it was like the story sucks. The only cool thing about it is that Bo Derek's like running down the beach naked a bunch. That's it.
It can't suck more than The Room.
Oh no, I don't think anything can suck.
I think
more
that's
than
literally the
Room.
worst
I think
movie
that's-
ever.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen Videodrome?
Have you ever seen Evil Bong?
No, I've never seen.
Have y'all seen?
I got a hard counter for you because there's 3 more of them.
Have y'all seen Sharknado 5?
yeah.
No,
of
We all
course.
know those Sharknado movies
I've
are
never seen any of the Sharknadoes.
You're
Those are
going
like-
into that
I already knew
movie
they
knowing
sucked.
it sucks.
giant alligator versus giant anaconda or some stupid sci-fi movie or whatever.
No, I've never seen that either.
Every year they make like a new giant animal versus another giant animal on sci-fi. and
What they
it's
should do,
terrible.
is make like giant penis versus giant vagina, and they both got teeth, and they just like attack each other and rip each other
Have y'all
apart.
ever seen fucking what's the name of that movie?
That I
The
showed
Thing?
you on Netflix.
Bro, it's called like Teeth or something. Like
Yep.
that.
I know what you're
it-
talking
yeah, I
about.
think
Where
it's
she
teeth.
has teeth.
She
in
has
there.
teeth in her shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No way.
bro,
Bit this
she's
dude's
got
shit up.
teeth in her shit, and she like, bro, like,
Does her shit eat?
clamping on boys?
Bro.
Like, she be clamping on boys.
Does it eat other? Does her vagina eat dicks?
Yeah.
Bro, like she can control it, and she'll.
I think
Kegel your dick off.
she consumes the whole body with her
Bro.
vagina.
Oh god.
Nah,
damn.
that's from
No,
American
that's
Gods.
bro. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
from
Dude.
American Gods.
Do y'all remember the episode of The Boys where that bitch crushed that dude's head with her fucking
Man, I haven't
thighs?
seen it yet.
Just
I haven't seen it yet.
She's like sitting on his face and she's like climaxing and just because she has like super strength.
I didn't.
I almost
crushes
wish-
his skull, like brain pops out the top of his head type
I didn't
shit.
finish the boys.
I would have been fine going out like that.
What?
Getting crushed by a vagina.
Season 2 of the
Yeah,
boys.
no,
got
getting
bored.
crushed by her legs
Did it
while
really?
eating her out.
You're probably lying.
I'd be okay with going out like that.
No, bro. No, the way she
I
would
crushed
be
this
okay.
nigga's
I
head.
don't think so.
I don't want my head
She was
crushed.
tripping because she like kept on busting after. Bro, his
Yeah,
head is
bro.
like exploded in between her thighs, and she's like still shaking and shit.
She
Yeah,
didn't
bro.
notice until
You're
after
only-
she looked down. She's
Yeah,
like,
like if I'm fucking a bitch with super strength, I'm not going between her legs.
You
Like,
gotta
not like that.
take
Like,
that risk,
with my
G.
head.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
no, like,
What are you gonna do?
I might, while she's laying down, I might like try to do something. but,
That's like if you're gonna fuck Wonder
Nah,
Woman,
she's
like
not
she's not
gonna
gonna
be
like
on-
lasso you with her fucking
yeah,
lasso
she's not gonna
and
be
like
on top of my head,
strangle
like, sitting
you.
on my face. No, I'm good.
Have
You're
you-
too strong.
Did you guys hear that AMC 30 closed after 20 years?
I did. I used to
all
live.
AMC 30s?
Just no,
Just-
AMC 30 is the location. So AMC is the theater. The number is where it's located. So 30 is the one on Dunvale.
Yeah, the
It's
Dunvale
closed.
one.
Yeah,
It's closed.
I felt like shit today because Mark was like, "I want to do this thing where January 20th every year because we took our moms to go see Bad Boys 3," and I was like, "Oh man, AMC just
I
closed."
was gonna rent a whole fucking.
You can still do
theater
18.
for us.
You can still
So
do
we
AMC
could-
18. That's one.
Spread
still.
out and sit wherever we want, however we want. That would be dope.
I
You know
saw
how much
that.
money they lost this year? 900 million.
Yeah.
Bro, like that makes a lot of sense because of coronavirus. Like nobody's going to the movies.
For like 6 months, no one was able to go to the movies.
Y'all realize that Star Wars Episode 6 is going to probably end up being the movie of the year this year? I'm talking about Star Wars.
A New Hope.
No.
Wait, 6. Is,
Empire
oh,
Strikes Back.
Wait, I thought.
It was their 35th anniversary this year, and during the COVID, they released that movie in
You know,
the movie
Tenet came out
theaters.
this year, right?
yeah,
Tenet
Tenet,
did.
bro. Like Tenet's
Tenet
already been the movie of the year.
No, it's
so
already
far.
movie of the year, but Star Wars Episode 6 almost has the same amount of sales in just a 3-month
Yeah,
span.
but I don't think
'Cause
they
it was
can
the
still get
only-
movie of the year. They
Yeah.
can get highest gross, but
Yeah,
they can't
they won't get movie of the year.
Yeah.
You're right. They'll get highest gross. But they had Star Wars Episode 6 going for 3 months because it was the 35th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 6 being out. And so they held it at drive-in, any place that held a movie. Drive-in theaters, any movie theaters that were open during the COVID, all that. They fucking made millions of dollars off a fucking 35-year-old movie.
Yeah, because there'll always be 40.
There's always-
50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, and it's Star Wars.
I would have went to go see it.
Bro,
And I
there's
just,
Star Wars fans for all ages now. There's no way.
I love seeing kids.
Like, I'm surprised if someone doesn't even know what Star Wars is or haven't seen at least one movie.
because it's fairly recent.
But
it's
I-
usually
also,
black
like,
chicks that don't know about Star Wars.
True. I've dated a
Plenty
couple.
of females.
Sisters.
It's mostly females, but yes, I dated a
Sisters.
couple black chicks that didn't have any idea even what Star Wars was really. They just knew it was a thing. And
Black girls, it's okay
Yeah.
to watch anime and Star Wars.
It
It's
really
okay.
is. It's not bad.
I only met a few. Like it's really, like when I was in high school, I knew a couple, but like once I
No, you're
got
right.
older
I
and
don't-
started meeting other girls.
What's really sad to me is that a lot of people think that anime is childish, but really it's like adult as fuck.
That's
Like,
only
it's
like
so
a small
adult.
percentage of. There are like maybe 30-40% of anime that would be considered for children, but even then there are like themes in these animes that are like really mature compared, because Japanese people do mature at a faster rate because they have to, their schooling is way more intense. They only go to high school for 3 years, but they don't get summer like us. They get 2 weeks for summer, and they go to school on Saturday.
On Saturday.
They
Yeah.
clean the
6 days
school
a
on Saturday.
I heard something about like
They're
Japanese people are considered adults by 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cook their own meals. They go to school. Their parents only like a lot of them live alone sometimes.
Which
in high
which makes a
school.
lot of sense because a lot of time you'll see an anime that like
They have their own
someone's-
apartment.
They have their own
someone's
apartment.
been-
That
yeah,
is
exactly.
that happens
Exactly.
because their parents like work far away for business, and they stay by themselves.
So the thing about that
They
is
go to school. They cook their own food. They take care of everything themselves.
the reason why you're seeing this result as a historic standpoint is because after World War II, the United States took away their military, took away their ability to be combative and violent. The nation of Japan, historically, has been a very well-respected, combative nation. They're an island.
Samurai.
They're an island on their own.
I respect Japanese culture.
Yeah,
like,
no,
for
no,
sure.
I respect their culture too. It's like here's what the conundrum was in World War II. The reason why we dropped the atomic bomb, because we knew we won the Battle of Midway, which we sunk 3 of their aircraft carriers. They only had 4. We sunk 3 of them because we figured out their code using Indian language. Right? We using the Sioux language. We figured out where they were going to be. We knocked them out of the fucking Pacific. And then we went island hopping and conquered all of their empire.
Tragic.
And the last point was to invade the island of Japan. And not just the United States military, but it was a coalition of the world. And they knew that there would be over 5 million deaths on each side. They predicted the United States would win. Or not just the United States, but the Allied army would win. But there would be massive casualties. And the only way to sway those, because the Japanese will not give up.
They're
Yeah,
fucking.
they
They
will
will fight to the
never-
death.
they will
They're
fight to
That's
the
where
death.
They're a proud
kamikazes come
race,
from.
yeah.
They will fucking dive their ship into your. They'll dive their airplane into shit just to do damage.
Yeah,
before
Pearl
they die.
Harbor, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not just Pearl Harbor, because Pearl Harbor was the beginning. They still had 4
That's their
aircraft
that was
carriers.
one of their
That was
tactics.
one of their tactics. So after they lost 3 of their aircraft carriers, their main component of battle was kamikaze. They're just gonna sacrifice
Was it the
themselves, take them
Japanese
out.
that put the horns on the planes that they were going down, or was that a German dude that did it?
I think that's.
No, that was a German guy. That was a blue. That was a
Okay.
Blue Max.
Okay.
And that's a award you win.
So we were just too
Michael
worried
P.
about
knows.
like we didn't want it
That's
to be
why-
another Vietnam. Oh no, Vietnam's after.
Vietnam's after.
So we didn't want to go to like a war of attrition with the Japanese, right?
Yeah, no, we didn't want that. We absolutely.
That's why we did the bomb.
That's
right?
why we dropped the bomb.
And they also attacked us at Pearl Harbor.
well,
right?
that's what started the war.
Okay, I thought we bombed them in response to Pearl Harbor.
No, we couldn't even get over there after Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
after
X-Men weren't a thing
Pearl
yet,
Harbor
so we
happened in
couldn't.
1942.
I seen X-Men. I seen First Class. I remember how it was.
God damn it, Mark.
Michael's trying to be boring over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to be boring. I'm trying to instill some patriotism over here on
Fuck
Veterans
America.
Day.
Wait.
But the Battle of Iwo Jima, which is where you see that famous picture of all the Marines holding up that flag, when they held up that flag, that basically signified the end of the campaign. Because the next step was dropping those atomic bombs. If we wouldn't have done that, then the Japanese, we probably could have lost. They would never give up. Never.
Yeah, the Japanese.
We
are a
demoralized
proud
them
race,
with that,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah. So we took their fighting campaign out of their culture. So how else would they input that again?
Art.
Art.
Yeah, guys
Exactly.
rode bicycles around the country because everyone was fucking depressed and sad. So these guys would draw pictures and ride around their bikes and tell stories to crowds, kind of like it's a puppet show. And that's how manga and anime were born in
Yes.
Japan, which is amazing. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I
that
fucking love
we
it.
bombed Japan, then they turned into basically like an entertainment source for us because anime and manga and Japanese culture is huge in America.
What they did,
That's fucking crazy. And Japanese people love Americans.
You're like oversimplifying so much.
no,
Right,
no,
but
no.
at the end of the day, like
What they
it's
did-
kind of a simple
it's like
thing.
it is, but you know, there's obviously
The brushstrokes of it, though, like
Well, here's what they did. They took what every nation advances based on technology, and the technology is based on their military prowess, right? We wouldn't have a fucking cell phone or the internet if it wasn't for our military, right? Japan got that taken away from them. So how did they figure it out with their culture?
They gave us Pokemon,
they
anime.
implemented
Hello Kitty.
They implemented in technology and
Mm-hmm.
research and development and art, everything that good human beings are supposed to do, right? They were forced to do that and have overcome. They have their own military now, right?
they strayed away
They
from their
strayed away-
isolationism and
Yeah.
and they started researching science more
brought
and
their- yes.
technology.
We can't operate now as a civil culture without the technology from Japan
Facts.
that we forced
Facts.
upon
I
them.
need Japan.
Facts.
I
Everything we
need
got
Japan.
to
Get through my
China.
daily life.
I
Like,
need
yeah,
Japan.
like
They overcome. They have overcome.
Japan is probably my favorite country other than the one I live in.
man,
Yeah.
I honestly I started trying to learn Japanese.
So
It's cool, but it's so
It's
niche.
so
like
niche.
unless you hang out with a lot of Japanese people or you're planning on moving to Japan, which is actually a viable option for Americans because if you go there with just like an associates, you can teach English there and make a good living.
absolutely, but not
I've
right
seen
now.
it. Oh, well, not anymore, right? Like this year. Like
Well, yeah,
I'm
not-
talking about like
Wait till
When
next year.
coronavirus is
Yeah,
They're
over,
when-
gonna call
I'm
you
sure.
When it's in-
Professor Corona.
Professor Corona. But I would love to go to Japan. That's like a dream of mine. So because they have shops there where they have these Japanese old school NES and SNES games that would be hundreds, thousands of dollars here, but they're so much cheaper there because people in Japan don't collect things because there's not enough room. So a lot of people that are natives to Japan, they
It's true.
don't have big collections for the most part. You know, there are edge cases of otaku and weeaboos and stuff like that.
Fucking
But
houses are
normal
so
people-
small.
Yeah, they don't have the room. So they have these shops where it's basically for tourists. These Japanese people, they know that tourists are going to come through and buy everything. So like you go into a store, I watched this YouTuber, he says, we went to the store, we bought a bunch of shit, like hundreds, thousands of dollars worth of stuff, bags of stuff. You come back the next day, shelves are fucking full again. Like they restock every day.
That's
It's
awesome.
ridiculous.
That's
They have so
awesome.
much shit there because no one collects and they just keep making shit. It's
That's the
fucking
thing
awesome.
about
That's why I
being-
want to go.
When you go,
I'm
I
gonna
want to
spend so
go.
much money.
I want to go with you.
A
I
lot
would
of the
love to go
designer
with you
factories are
because-
there.
Yeah,
So
I want to
you
get.
could-
I don't even want to like get. I don't want to be like, let's get one hotel. I know. I want to go. We're gonna go here, and every day we're going to a different prefecture in Japan. We're gonna stay at a hostel. I don't care. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, knowing what I know
Who needs
now,
sleep?
Bro, we're on vacation, bro.
Yeah, fuck sleep.
I've been to Japan.
Sleep a couple hours. We're on this shit today.
I've been to Okinawa. There's a Marine Corps base there. I went to go visit a friend. Yeah, Marine Corps. There's 4 Marine Corps bases. All right, you have Camp Pendleton, California, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Then you have New Orleans, which is reserves, and then you have Okinawa, Japan.
Really?
Yep.
So they're all in America except for Japan.
Yeah, why would you think we would let go of Japan?
We don't want to.
We never want to.
So we have a hold on Japan. Then
We
basically.
always will.
since
Always.
World War II, right?
Since World War II.
That's fucking insane.
We're in Okinawa. That's Marine Corps
So we're
Division
basically like
3.
partnered with Japan by force after
Absolutely. Like
that. That's
they
fucking hilarious. 'Cause
they
they
are-
were
But
against
awesome
us.
though. Like,
Oh yeah, that's just a
I
testament to
fucking love
our
Japanese
powers.
culture.
That's a
bro.
testament to our relation with Japan. We have all these hard relations with China. You know, they're talking about China this and China that. Why do you think nobody ever talks about Japan?
Because
Not letting go of Japan.
no one
not.
really talks about Japan.
had
Good
a
No one
point.
talks about Japan.
Not as
In
far
political
as the threat
sense?
is concerned.
What do
yeah,
you think? What do you think? A lot of the manufacturing comes from. It actually does come from Japan or Japan influenced
Samsung
companies.
makes
the
tanks.
Philippines. Yeah, Samsung makes tanks. You know
They-
why? Because they supply the computer parts that we need inside the tanks.
Guidance systems and
Guidance
shit, like for our
systems,
military.
for the
They're probably a major part, along with the fucking Nazis from Project Paperclip, right?
Exactly.
I hope the tanks
javelin.
don't break down like the phones do.
No, trust
Javelin,
me.
one of my favorite rocket
Trust
launchers
me.
from
The
Call of Duty.
javelin.
Target
It
lock.
says "Made in Japan" on it.
Really? Man, javelin's awesome because
I love that thing.
it
It's like a
shoots up
fucking
into the sky
Hammer of God.
and then it fires down on the target.
Like what you do
a
is like you
fucking-
laser point a target on it.
paint
Like
it.
no matter how far it is away, you just like sit there and bloop, and it calculates the distance. Then you shoot the rocket, and the rocket goes
fires
straight up.
It's really cool.
So nothing can shoot it down, and then just
and then
comes
fires down
straight
like
down.
like an artillery fucking missile. And it does way more damage because first of all it's a missile, and then second of all you have the fucking kinetic energy from it fucking
Going downward, yeah.
And the
downward
coolest thing is,
gaining all that velocity and
trajectory,
shit.
they have no idea it hits them. You can't hear it come down. There's no fucking.
There's
whistle.
not
You hear it
whistle.
fire off though.
You hear it fire off, but you're
If
at a
they're-
distance.
depending on how far. Because I
Depending
think
how far you are.
there's a limit.
There's a limit. It's 1.5 miles.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear that. Maybe a slight echo if you're out in the open.
Yeah, and that's if you hear it take off. You don't hear it come down.
You probably won't even hear it until it's about to hit you.
Yeah, if you hear it come down, you're like, what? So cool. So cool. But yet, hey, we wouldn't have that technology if it wasn't for
God, I
our-
love Japanese fucking culture.
So that's
man.
what I was saying. I've been to Japan, I've been to Okinawa, I've been to Tokyo, I've been to Hiroshima.
Tokyo.
That was all because of the military.
Yes, I was actually in the military at the time. I was actually taking off time after I got this nice little scar on here. Had 6 months administrative leave, and I just toured Europe, and then I went to Japan. I went to Japan to visit a friend that I went to boot camp with. He was in Okinawa. Show up at his house.
Did you have
right?
money to do anything?
Yeah.
Oh, you got paid too, right?
Yeah, I'm getting paid while I'm
How
fighting.
much are you making, right, as this infantry guy?
It depends on what rank you are, but usually if you start off at E1, you're basically making about... Here's the thing, you're scheduled... It's a salary.
Yeah. So how much are you making? Like, it's yearly, right?
Yeah, well, you make like $3,500 a month as an E1,
That's pretty good.
like 45 as an E2. Depends
That's
on how
pretty
you
good.
get up.
Especially if you're doing 6 months of just touring Europe.
That's the thing, you're not doing shit, and if you are, or if you aren't deployed, you're living on base,
Yeah.
which housing,
You don't pay for anything,
there's
right?
no taxes on anything. No tax. And the food is super fucking cheap. And beer is super fucking cheap.
You can buy beer on base?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
At 18.
I don't really drink beer, but I'm sure if I'm in the military, I'm drinking beer.
Man, honestly, when I was 18, I thought about enlisting, but I was in the Marines. Honestly,
You
but
know-
I was just like, I could go and risk my life, or I could stay here and not.
It's
and
not for
it's-
everybody, bro.
Yeah.
My
it was-
mom's boyfriend when I was in high school was trying to get me to join the Navy.
The Navy's good.
Navy.
But I was
yeah,
like,
bro.
I don't want to serve if I don't even know what I'm like. I don't want
Fighting
to
for.
serve. Like, there's nothing I want to particularly fight for. I'm not like,
Honestly,
feeling
my mom
strong.
talked me out of it. She was like, "You'd be risking your life like every day," and I was like,
I just think my mom was like,
That's literally
not
what
really
you
trying to
do.
enforce it.
When you sign up, you're basically writing a blank check to the government for payment in and up to your life.
right.
You're like, yeah, however, I'm like,
It doesn't.
I am disposable.
And here's the thing, because you're so young, you don't realize that fact until you're in shit.
And that's why they try to recruit you when you're still in high school.
Yeah,
because
there was
you're not thinking about
there was
it.
recruiters.
Yeah.
And then we had ROTC in high
Right.
school too, so they're preparing you from 9th grade on.
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And these fucking kids, I knew this guy. His name was Daniel Rumpf. This motherfucking kid. He's kind of like your typical jarhead. He had imagine a jarhead haircut. He's
High and
fucking.
tight.
He was like 4'6", 4'7", very short kid, muscular than the fuck.
So you had
This
Napoleon
motherfucker
syndrome.
would shake your hand and then he would
Try to
smack you.
grip your
He would
shit.
grip your shit and he's not like trying to hurt you. This is just how he does it, and I'm pretty sure his dad's a fucking drill sergeant, because he would grip your hand like that, and then he would like pat you right here, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, okay. And he knew he was strong, and he would like fuck with me all the time. He was cool though, like he was kind of like one of my like acquaintances.
Yeah.
Like, but I didn't really hang out with him a lot, but he knew me, and every time he saw me, he would like greet me, shake my hand, grab me on the shoulder as hard as he could, apparently. Like,
I fucking hate those guys.
oh, and he was
Like-
always wearing his fucking shit. Like, he's always wearing his, what are they called?
Utilities.
So my buddy-
utilities.
If they
it's
were
like
in camo,
it's the camo.
Yeah, utilities. Well, in the Marine Corps, it's utilities. In the Army, it's called camo.
My buddy told me he was stationed in Guam, and
Sounds fun.
that it's pretty much like lawless there. Like they can do what they want type stuff. He was
Like Black Lagoon.
Well, here's the thing about being the military and being stationed in a place where you are policing people, like Guam. It is lawless because you are the ones enforcing it, and you're not a policeman, so you don't uphold whatever constitution there is for that country.
So you just shoot people.
No, you uphold the Constitution of the United States of America.
Okay.
So you don't want to take innocent lives, but if this is a law in your country and this is what you do, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm here with the gun and I'm telling you to get back over there, you know, type of deal.
You ever
Like,
been to Guam, Michael?
No, I've never. But my best friend, he joined the Navy. When I joined the Marine Corps, he actually graduated early and left. And he was stationed on the USS Abraham Lincoln. He wanted to get to Iraq, to get to combat so bad. That was his goal. In fact, his original goal, anybody see Men of Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's on the thing.
Yeah, and then he's like a master...
He's on the Air Force carrier, on the aircraft carrier.
aircraft carrier,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he's a master diver, and
Yeah,
he gets
I've
his
seen
leg
that.
chopped off. And
That's
shit.
dope. That's a
Yeah.
great movie.
Great movie. Great movie. Well, we watched that movie, and then my best friend was like, I want to do that in the Navy. That's what I want to do. So he went to the recruiters. He was going to recruiters before I was. He went going to recruiters at 16. And then he like got through the whole process, and they were like, we promise you scored high enough on the ASVAB, you will be a master diver, master aviator, like, you know, your dream. He gets in, like I said, he graduated early, right? So he gets through boot camp right around the time when we're graduating. So we're all waiting to hear what, like, his, you know, A school is going to be. And it comes out he's going to be a fireman.
Oh no.
It was given to him.
That
like,
sucks.
Like, you get through basic training, and then you all sit in a group, and they're like, call out your name. All right, you know, Ramirez, infantry. Fucking, you know, periodicals. I don't know how the fuck you think you're going to be a fucking journalist. You know, G, you're over here. Oh, you got cavalry. Good up. You're going to be fixing tanks. Ailing, motor T. Hope you know engineering, because you're going to have to be fixing cars and stuff like that.
Is
You know,
that, if you were the sergeant, is that what you would do?
that's what you would do at the end of... No, it's not the sergeant.
So I'm
government.
useless,
The government decides
So I
that.
have to fix the shit, and you guys get to go kill the motherfucker. That's not fair.
You would get stationed...
I get a gun still though, at least, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot someone still.
And you're going to be in a forward combat zone. You're
And
just
we're all gonna be part of
everyone gets
what is it, a squad?
the same training.
Everyone
squad,
gets the
right?
same
And
training.
then they get separated based on their performance throughout the training
and their
weekend.
aptitude.
Well, we
and their
might need to
aptitude
form a
test.
squad. You
Oh,
know,
and
if
then the medical.
if an actual
medical.
like I wouldn't say not a civil war, a revolution happens. We might need to form a squad, guys.
Well, then
Well,
we got to do the A-team effect.
Zombie squad for sure. If any zombies take over, I'm telling you now,
Michael wants to go to that
You
cube
guys are
storage
done.
place right across the street.
Period.
done.
Yeah, I'm going straight Michonne on these zombies.
You're gonna
If
go
they-
samurai sword?
Yeah,
I
bro.
have a
Katana?
machete at home. So.
I'd probably go with something. I don't know. I feel like the katana is too impractical unless you're sharpening it every day, and like
Hammer.
it's actually because it's gonna get dull. It might even get stuck in a.
Of
in a
course, I
zombie.
would sharpen it every day.
It might get stuck in a zombie, bro.
I'm busting that head with a hammer.
Think
every
about
time.
it.
Which is why I have to train my
Hammer
body.
is a good idea.
I'll have to train my
Like
body.
You'll
a
have to
mallet.
train.
A mallet would be good to have as a secondary.
Baseball bat.
Yeah, a hammer.
Baseball bat is great. Metal or wooden.
Absolutely metal.
You need metal. It eventually would dent, but it would last longer than a wooden
It'll
one.
last longer than wood.
And then you could probably do something to make it fucking more damaging.
You could wrap
Spikes in it.
chains
it's
around
a metal
it.
bat. You can't
Yeah,
put
the
spikes in
chains.
it.
You could only wrap a
Wrap
chain
a chain
around it.
around it, yeah.
The
or
wooden-
barbed wire.
Or barbed wire.
would work.
The wooden bats are the ones you could put nails through.
Yeah, that. But
then
they
you
break easier. They'll break in half.
They'll stick.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want a weapon that sticks, which is why a hammer is rough. But that's why I'm keeping the hammer
Which
as
is why,
secondary.
guys, if there's a fucking zombie thing or any fucking, like, any type of revolution type of going on, we all need to make a commitment to convene here at the table and discuss logistics.
Put a map out of the city.
No, because I'm toting an M16A4.
Honestly, guys,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
The
don't have a
first thing
gun.
I'm gonna do is raid the firearms.
We go to
place,
Academy or something, maybe.
No, firearms collectibles.
Yeah.
Right over there on Richmond.
Isn't that obvious? We need to go somewhere that everyone wouldn't be flooding to. We don't want a bunch of trouble.
And
know?
I'm going to be honest with you, ammunition is scarce right now.
Exactly. Everyone's buying it up because they're afraid Biden's going to take their guns away.
It's already said. He's going to...
He can't fucking pass it immediately,
He's not
right? He
gonna
has to go
take
through the
it.
Senate. Right?
Exactly.
And they're all Republicans, so they don't fucking care.
Exactly. So the first legislature he's about to do is going to be to eliminate online gun sales.
I feel like that's not
Which
that big a
I
deal.
think that's actually going to go through.
I don't think that's that big a deal, though.
It's not. Don't be
And just
buying
make sure, like,
guns
psychos,
on the internet.
Yeah, who cares? Just go to Academy.
Go to a gun show.
They'll charge way
for-
more, right?
You can get one, though. If you really want to fucking get
true.
a gun,
Yeah, they don't even
And
license you, right?
No.
They're just like, here you go, $3K.
they don't even need to take your ID
Bill
if
of
they
sale,
don't.
here you go.
Yeah, it's a bill of sale.
It'll probably be like $1,000 for like a $200 pistol if you had a license,
No.
right?
No, it'll be like
It'll be 300 for that
600.
200.
600?
Yeah, like
Okay, I know they'll charge a lot more though.
yeah, they might charge $500.
Yeah.
I'm saying like $259 for the pistol.
it's
'cause
like
I'm-
2,000, 3,000 for like a rifle, like an
Yeah.
AR. Or
I only
something
know
like
that from It's Always Sunny.
that.
Like, and then they go to the gun store and they're like, we'd like to buy
he
what was
taxes
an AR?
the fuck out they ass. though.
Oh yeah, he's like $3,000,
$3,000.
$3,400. Like, oh, why is it
Twice
so?
as much. Yeah,
It was only this.
Oh
at the
yeah, because
pawn shop.
they go to the gun store first.
Yeah.
It's
And it's like
1500,
$1,500, right? And they're like, "All right, we're gonna do a background check and make sure you don't have any felonious behavior
and they're
on there."
felonious as fuck.
Definitely. He's like, "Oh, shit." So they go to the gun
They
show.
smoked crack.
You're crackheads, children.
You're crackheads,
Yeah.
children.
Holy shit!
I fucking love that show.
Me
man.
too,
Fucking
bro.
A.
It's a great show. It doesn't need to go anywhere
Nope.
till Danny DeVito dies, at least.
It's on. It's going on to its 15th season.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like
bro.
a record.
Hey, speaking of all the
Of
deaths,
what sitcoms?
Sitcoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
going for the
I mean,
record.
If you consider Simpsons as a sitcom,
Yeah.
if we're not talking animated sitcoms, because then we got South Park. Those are all
Right.
sitcoms.
Right, but they're not. No, we're talking like real people.
Live action.
Yeah, like
Live
even
action.
Friends only went for like 10 years.
Yeah, but I mean, the fucking Friends is like our version of like British dry humor, bro.
I don't know. Like the fucking chicks love it.
So
Bro,
who has the
chicks
most?
fucking
That's
love
very-
Tony
very
and
true.
chicks love Friends.
Who has the
Tony.
most sitcom seasons right now?
Well, I mean, it's probably
It
I think
depends.
it's
on
Always
live
Always
action.
Sunny.
It's always
Always
sunny.
Sunny. Yeah.
If you're doing live action,
Bro,
yeah,
have
I
you
think
still
so.
not seen it?
How have you
haven't
not
seen
seen
it.
It's
Bro,
Always Sunny? It's
please
fucking
watch it.
have
Please.
you not seen?
It's so
What's
funny.
it on?
It's on FX, but you can watch it on Hulu.
Oh, Hulu.
God damn it, Mark.
Hulu.
It's like-
Bro, please watch that. I love that show.
Hey,
love it.
Where does he start though, bro? Because here's the thing: we've been watching the show from the beginning,
He needs
right?
to watch from the beginning.
So we know about Deandra and Dennis, and that Frank is their dad, and that Charlie and Mac are part of the bar, right?
Frank
and
is
that
not their dad, but
No, but at the
let that
beginning-
ride. Yeah, we'll let that.
no,
ride.
if he's gonna watch from the beginning, Frank's
bro,
their
please
dad.
please watch it. like,
And then
it's
Dennis and
great.
Deandra, you know, like she was Sweet D at the beginning.
She's
remember?
still Sweet D.
I know, but they don't reference her like Sweet D as much.
No.
And then you have like when Charlie gets crippled, and he has. Do you realize that the first episode ever was when Charlie got cancer?
No,
That was
the
the
gang goes racist.
no. Charlie gets cancer is the beta that they sent into Fox. There's a
Really?
different version of Charlie Gets Cancer than is what you have seen recorded in season 1.
Really?
Swear to God, because I had the DVDs. So they had the fucking pilot. The pilot is Charlie Gets Cancer, not the Guns Are Too Hot.
Bro,
Michael
Charlie
P.
Gets Cancer is hilarious.
It
by
is
the way,
great.
like,
It is
by the
great.
way,
So that's the pilot. So it's a very, very crude version. It was filmed on a fucking handheld camcorder, and it was like Rob McElhenney and Glenn Howerton
and his wife.
and his wife, Caitlin
Rob,
Olsen,
yeah,
Caitlin Olsen,
right.
and Charlie Day, and they just filmed it and sent that pilot into Fox, and that's what got the first season. and then they
That's hilarious.
and they
When you
change.
see
Yeah,
Charlie
if we're
gets
talking
cancer,
live
you're gonna
action, it's always Sunny.
I
Because
feel
The
like I've seen the
Simpsons
first
is
5
number one.
episodes. So.
You probably have, but like season 2 is where it takes off because after season 1, they were told, "Hey, we're not going to renew you unless you get a famous comedian."
Yeah, that's why Danny DeVito came.
Oh
then
yeah, he
Danny
wasn't
DeVito-
season 1, was
No.
he? It was still fucking funny though.
It was
There were
great.
only 7 episodes in season.
It was so fucking funny.
Exactly. There were only 7 episodes in season 1. Season 2 is like, we'll give you a 13 episode deal if you get a famous comedian. And Danny DeVito jumped on.
Hey, and plays his part, bro. Like,
I know these
That
characters
motherfucker came
y'all
out
are
of a couch
naming,
naked.
and I'm over here just like,
Not only that,
it's funny, bro.
you know the
That
crazy
laugh
thing
was-
about Danny DeVito's
Laugh.
contract? That he only is in his contract, he will only film the episodes for 2 weeks out of the year.
so this is what I'm
Every
gonna
scene
do for y'all.
Every scene he films in every random episode of the season, it's in a 2-week span. He goes in there, films his scenes, and then he's out.
This
So they have to write the whole season
this
before
is
he
what
gets
I'm gonna
there.
do
Exactly.
for y'all. I'm gonna do this. Demon Hunter on Crunchyroll.
Demon Slayer.
Demons. See,
On
Demon
Funny-
Slayer.
Watch it on Funimation because that's what I use,
Funimation.
yeah.
So
All right.
Crunchyroll is.
I'm gonna
has
do
it
Rick
as well.
and Morty, because all of y'all
Please
swear by
watch
Rick
Rick
and
and
Morty. And I'm gonna do everything Sunny in Philly.
Always,
It's always
Sunny.
Sunny.
See, always Sunny.
You're saying it wrong. You're like, hey, you on that face
I
chat?
don't watch these shows. I don't. When I don't watch something, y'all, it's
How do you
because
not
I'm
like something you don't know about?
First
Why
of all-
though? Why are you like? 'Cause
Look,
they're
I don't
so
always
dope.
like to go with the
Table is
mainstream
moved.
thing, and everyone like loves these shows, so I'm like willing to give them a chance because
your favorite show,
y'all
bro?
say so.
Like TV show?
What's your favorite show, Mark?
I like Scrubs.
A lot of people like Scrubs. We all like Scrubs.
God damn it, Scrubs is great. Dr. Cox.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dr. Cox. That's my
Actually,
guy.
Fucking Bob Kelso.
Bob Kelso.
Fucking Bob Kelso. is
R.I.P..
hilarious. And
He
the
loses
janitor, bro.
He loses
Like,
his edge at the
The
end.
janitor's great. I think they were in succession of my favorite characters of the show as Bob Kelso, janitor, and now I'm at Dr. Cox.
Dr. Cox is number one for sure.
Dr.
Yeah.
Cox is dope. for
Todd
sure.
is fucking hilarious.
go.
I love JD.
Todd.
JD's
R.I.P..
fucking funny too. And Turk.
R.I.P. Todd.
No,
Todd
R.I.P.
died.
Dr. Kelso.
Todd
Yeah.
is dead.
Oh,
He-
not
in
not-
real
No,
life.
you're thinking of the fucking lawyer guy.
Yeah.
No. Ted. Yeah,
Ted's dead.
yeah,
Ted died.
Todd. Who's Todd?
Todd,
the
the
gay,
Todd.
the bisexual.
Todd.
Oh, the Todd.
High five.
yeah.
Just everything 5, like
Everybody-
Depression 5.
Depression 5.
Yeah.
Vagina 5.
And it turned out he was gay, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. He's
He was
super
bi. He was with girls.
he's
and
bi.
guys.
Oh yeah.
You're right. You're right.
It didn't matter to him.
Okay. Scrubs is good.
good.
All I'm
Scrubs
saying
is amazing.
All I'm saying to you is, please us on the Rick and Morty. All right.
I
Just don't
will-
focus on the Rick and Morty. Because you haven't watched that for now over a year, and we've been talking about that.
I can't believe you're friends with G and you haven't seen it.
Dude,
I-
yeah.
Seen some
Facts.
This is the thing. I've seen a lot of episodes of these shows y'all are talking about, but it's not like I go home and I'm like, gotta finish that
You
episode.
know you're the worst, right?
Watch it on TV because it comes out on Wednesday.
I guarantee you, if you play it, if you just hit play, and you watch one, and when the second one comes on,
Bro, Rick
It's
and Morty
fucking-
might take
And-
3 episodes.
And to
get
make
into.
Jordan happy, I'll start on the One Piece manga too. Like
That's
it'll
a lot
be
of
the
things
first
that you
manga
off.
I ever read.
You're making a lot of promises right now.
it's a lot
But
on your
this is
plate.
the
Are you
thing.
making a promise live
I
on the dish
usually
pit?
keep my
Live.
promises. If I make promises, I keep them.
You gotta read it.
So
That's a
I
lot
will-
of volumes, bro. That's half of.
I will read
Actually, it's less
One
than half.
Piece. Watch Demon Slayer, Crunchyroll.
Okay, it's
I
gonna take
will-
you a while.
Sunny in Philadelphia and Rick
I like
and
how
Morty get up.
You should probably do Rick and Morty and Demon Slayer first.
I guess I have to start smoking backwards too, since everybody does that.
Oh,
Yo,
no,
if
those
you
are
could-
gross,
yeah,
bro.
if you could also
Ugh.
All right, thank
hook
So
it
you could
up.
also, like, I'm not going to say it, because it'll be rude and probably inappropriate. Hey, Jordan, you'd be happy I'm catching myself now. I'm not saying things about rape and stuff.
He
Facts.
still says that he's not saying it, so you're letting people know that you're thinking about
But
it.
they don't know what I was actually going to say.
He used to talk about rape so much.
So much.
Make sure you open it straight
all
up in
the
the
time.
fucking mic.
So he's doing good. No rape right now.
No
So
rape.
We're good.
God damn you.
Actually, yeah, bro. You already know I want to fuck you.
All right, so the update.
Brought to you
Michael
by
said
Sunny.
his favorite chip was Funyuns, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you said it was hot Cheetos at first.
It was. But if I eat an excessive amount of hot Cheetos,
That's true.
it's not a very good
Why did
morning
I think you were
for
lighting
me.
a Funyun?
Why would I do that?
Because you're drunk?
We're about to smoke Funyuns in this bitch.
That sounds artisanal. It's like they take Funyuns and put them in a smoker for like 3 hours.
Oh, I would actually eat a smoked Funyun.
It's got like a smoky flavor.
Yeah, you put in
Put a little
some,
caviar on top.
with some mesquite.
Yeah, that's how you
And then
make
you
a
have the
high
little,
dollar.
and then you take the little piping bag and put the sauce like, whoosh, and then take the spoon and go whoop
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
you
they
put
sell
like
one of those in
Drag it down.
Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, bro.
To get this,
with a pizza roll
to
in the
get
middle.
this right, y'all are talking about
then you-
fancying up a Funyun bite.
Yes,
and then you put one piece of parsley on top where it's like,
Yeah.
gotta shave a little truffle on top as well.
ooh, that would be so delicious.
Y'all just
They
made
sell
an
those- they
$81
sell those-
Funyun.
Yeah. Hold on,
They
hold
sell
on.
those in
Gold
Gordon Ramsay
shavings
shit.
on the plate.
Hey,
And
y'all,
now I want it.
do y'all remember when they gold sparkled everything in Houston like 2 years ago?
No, I don't.
Yeah, when the
What?
when the Super Bowl was coming here, they gold sparkled everything at a restaurant. You could actually order edible gold sparkles on it. Like at Buffalo Wild Wings, you could order golden wings, and they had these edible gold sparkles. And they would just like shake them all over the wings, and, like, ah! And you eat them. So you're basically eating plastic.
Nice.
On top of your
so gold
wings.
is plastic?
No, it wasn't real gold. I
Yeah,
don't like
no
fucking
fucking way.
real
Then why do
gold.
I
It was
want the shit?
sparkles, dude. And it was like,
Who wants it then? Is it edible?
yeah, it was
So
edible.
is it flavored?
No,
People are dumb.
you got it on top of your flavor.
You ever gone to the zoo and they have those rocks, but it's actually chocolate? I
What?
Yeah, bro. This is why I bite on rocks. If they're ever like in a store, I'll grab a rock and I'll bite it just in case. Because when I was a kid, I'm at the fucking zoo,
I've
and the
had those.
rocks look like rocks,
I've had those.
but they're candy and it has chocolate. It's like a candy shell on the outside that looks like a rock. I swear to God, and then it's chocolate on the inside.
I've had those. You're not crazy. I've had.
Okay.
So now
So I'm like, here's what I'm doing. By the
G
way,
confirms.
This is what I'm doing. Like what a normal person does. You ever done this with do this with beans in the grocery store? You dig your hand in and you just like
Yeah.
swirl it around. I'm doing that with these rocks. Then I think there are rocks.
Wait.
It's just candy. So people are actually going to put their hands in this. So just like digging
Okay.
my hand through all the candy.
I have to ask a question. What kind of store are you going into where they have like a bin
It's a
of
zoo.
rocks that? Oh, it's a zoo.
I said
Okay.
a zoo already twice.
So, so you have the
I will confirm that.
you have the bin of rocks. But what if they're just regular rocks? Are they regular rocks?
They're not
sometimes
pellets for
I
for
mean,
food?
I don't know if sometimes they switch out the candy rocks for regular rocks sometimes.
are they
but
like geodes or something?
no,
like
they
that?
were just little like it's almost like gravel almost.
So people could buy gravel.
It wasn't gravel, it was candy.
Oh, it was candy. Okay, all right. I'm just trying to understand.
But you know you can go into the store and buy rocks.
Yeah, like Home Depot.
Yeah, or like a hobby shop. Like little fancy looking rocks.
Oh
Like
yeah.
crystals or some shit.
I can go buy some sand from Jerusalem or something like that.
Hobby Lobby, otherwise known as Jerusalem.
I wanted
Hobby
some,
Lobby is great with all the fabric and the. I like just looking through it, even though I'm never gonna like use it.
They've got all kinds of stuff at Hobby Lobby.
I got kicked out of Hobby Lobby when I was a kid.
For
'Cause
stealing beads.
No,
I did that.
I unraveled one of those things of all the fucking. You know how they have those big square things with all the fucking fabric wrapped around it? So I unraveled it while twisting myself up in it and then ran around the store.
Oh no.
And I got kicked out while my mom was still in there.
That's funny. That too. Your mom was so
She was
embarrassed.
shopping. She was
oh my
shopping.
God.
You ever hide in those center things, like at the when the shirts are hang up, you hide in the. I'm like, yes, no one will ever find me.
It's not
my
about
God.
hiding in them. It's about when you're discovered by another customer and you're
Oh.
hiding in there and they're like,
That's the best part. They're like, Jesus Christ, old child in here. And then, I don't think kids do that shit anymore because I'm always like, I've never found a kid in the damn thing. Maybe so. I'm just.
no, it's because
Am I
nowadays.
alone here? Does anyone
no,
else do this?
no, it's because nowadays, if you're a kid and you do that, you run the risk of being kidnapped and taken because people are
So you
fucking
think
crazy now.
Yeah, kids aren't
You
kids
think
anymore.
you don't think people? You think kidnappings have gotten more prevalent?
I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for
Why?
More
sure.
perverts
Absolutely.
than
Are you sure? Or you
Worried
think
children,
there's
yeah.
more coverage of perverts now?
No, my mom's
no,
bro.
no,
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
for sure.
I
There's
think
more
for sure there's
kidnappings now.
more.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because there's more people.
That's my
I'm like, that's
assumption.
I can't think of it unless we're subconsciously getting shittier.
We've
Well,
made
here's the thing.
more shittier things acceptable
Think about that.
now more than ever.
Think about this. There's
I
those
don't think
perverts,
any
and if
pervert
those
is
perverts
not- they get in
fucking
trouble.
procreate,
Kid
they create
perverts.
more perverts by abusing their children, and that's the cycle of like that's what's fucked. Is because we have so many. I had the best Uber ride today, the best one. I wasn't expecting to have it. I called my Uber like I normally do, and then I text them like, "Hey, good morning. The GPS is taking you to the wrong entrance. You need to come to this entrance." All I knew he was a black guy and his name was Jackson, and I just sent him the message. I was like, "Thank you," and so he texts me back, "Good morning, thank you. All right, I'm on it. Blah blah blah." So he picks me up, and I don't really like talking in Ubers on the way to work. And it's just like
why? Like, I don't know you. Why
I don't
do
know
I have
you.
to talk
You're
to
just
you?
going. But I get in the Uber and he starts off with like, "You know what, man? Thank you for the good morning," because you don't really hear that nowadays. And it's like I do this all the time, and I was like, "Well, first of all, man, I understand like where the GPS is going, and I want to start this whole trip off on the right foot, and I'm just trying to be a decent human being and wish you like a good morning and letting you know, because if I were to just text you, hey, this is where you go, this is your entrance, I could feel like I come off rude on that."
Right.
And I'm in the service industry as well, and I wouldn't want somebody to talk to me like that.
Facts.
So that's why I sent you that message. He was like, "Bro, that is awesome. Like that literally made my day." And then we had a great conversation, and we ended up talking the whole way to work, which is what I normally do not do and try to discourage, because I'll just end up being like, "Yeah, I'm on my phone," or like I'll fake a fucking phone call if I need to, or something. But no, we had a great conversation. It was all about just being generous and being kind to people. And I was like, that's the whole fucked up thing about this world, is that you have these people that breed other fucked up people, and they can't change their mindset, and they can't figure out why is everything so fucked up. It's fucked up because you don't treat people the way that you want to be treated. You feel like you are entitled. You feel like you're above somebody else, whatever reason you feel like you're above them. But that's the point. You feel like you're above other people, and that's how you feel like you need to treat other people.
And that's
lot of
exactly
people are
why
poorly
racism
educated, too.
still exists.
Exactly.
Poor education is a major factor in that as well.
Poor education,
'Cause
bigotry.
I'm going to look at you seriously when I say this. There are some white racists out there that genuinely are fucking so stupid that they believe that it was taught to them when they were growing up that black people in other ways are inferior in whatever ways that they were told growing up.
It goes down in so many different
A,
ways.
B, and C or whatever, like whether it be intelligence or anything, whatever. They are raised to think that is fact.
Yeah.
And
Here's
they just fucking don't know any better, and they need to be educated.
They need to be educated. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes it's too late for people.
Yeah,
And
100%.
here's
Yeah, once you reach a certain age,
Oh,
you're set.
So
Once
I've-
you're like a county judge and you're a racist, like
Well-
it's too late. You gotta be.
I have a friend, and it doesn't have anything to do with racism, but it's the same concept as in your mind, right? I had a friend on Facebook today, and she posted, "I finally cut ties with my mother because she doesn't want to acknowledge anything about my abusive childhood." And it was basically along the lines where she's confronted her mother. She's been distanced from her for a long time. She confronted her about the way she was abused in her childhood, and her mother basically had no recollection of it because she was not aware of it because of where her mindset was. Like these people, it's the same concept, whether being this racist or like prejudice or whatever. They don't know that they're fucking doing it. And then you can wait years and years and then call them on a specific fact that they did, and they'd be like, "I don't remember that. I don't remember doing that." And that's how deep it goes. And that's exactly what you're saying, is like they don't understand or know or realize, so there's no saving them. The only thing we need to do as far as activists in our community is rise above that and be better than that. And I think if more people can strive to just be better than the people that fucking suck, then eventually
It'll balance out.
It'll balance out.
So at least we don't all
Eventually.
burn up.
We just need to just be better.
There needs to be a more like.
Do you think there's a world peace option? Like,
Yes,
that's the main
absolutely.
question. Do you think there? And how do we get to that point?
There needs
No,
to
I
be
don't-
some type
I don't
of
think so.
I don't
funnel
think
for
so.
the way
No
that
one.
we
No, just
end
like you
up
have
getting to
gangs.
the end route. You know what I'm saying? Everything
No one.
goes through.
There's no way for a society like
As-
all of us, especially with 7 billion humans, to all travel.
In order to achieve that, everybody has to think the same way.
Which is
and-
impossible because we all have different cultures and we're raised differently.
Nobody thinks the same way, and therefore we'll never be able to achieve a unified peace. Like,
I agree with G, because the only way that would happen is if one person stood up and spoke for the entire world and said, I believe in this way and believe in this same way and want to unite all peoples, and then you'll have all of the fucking evil people be against it and be like, he's the racist.
Guys, who do we think that person
He
is?
is the one fucking up
Who do we
instead
think?
of he trying to bring peace.
Who do we think that one person is?
That's trying to bring peace.
The one
that's
person
racist
to
as
say,
fuck.
like, imagine it's Futurama and there's a president of the world. Who's that guy?
Joe
Zap
Rogan.
Brannigan.
Joe Rogan.
Zap Brannigan?
He
Sir.
surrenders instantly.
Sir!
No, sir.
no deal.
Is that the only Futurama
I
character
don't
you
even
know?
trust that nigga to, bro. No.
I trust Kip over fucking.
Yeah, any
Yes.
day of the week.
Yeah.
Kip ain't have no backbone. You might as well have picked Amy.
Just because he
I
literally
pick
has...
Amy over Zap Brannigan. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like,
All right, y'all. I think we need to end the podcast. on that note.
Not on Zap.
Everybody say your goodbyes. We're saying goodbye for the week, everyone. Damn it.
I would
guys.
just like to say, ah-ha-ha. Donald Trump did not get all the votes. That's it.
that's a fact. That's a fact. I just hope at the end of, January 20, whatever.
Yeah, January
he
20th.
gets the fuck out of the office because it's over. Like, it should be over.
I think it's gonna have a smell.
I think
Probably.
he's going to
Smells like
jail.
cheeseburgers and
I mean, once he's out of
old
office.
French fries,
he going to
Diet
jail.
Coke stained on the carpet.
It's gonna like orange fucking...
Once he's out of office,
Saints.
His
not
tanning
protected
bed.
anymore.
He's like, hey, Joe, I have to come back for my tanning bed.
Now, wouldn't it be great if he like...
Joe, let me in. Knocking on the fucking front door. Joe, because
if
you
he
know the fucking
created
security
a-
at the White House is terrible. It's like one... Joe Rogan has a funny joke where it's one chick. Anyway, this is the fucking end of the podcast. God
No,
damn it.
Trump has
I really-
he has like a dungeon now he built below fucking...
I really
fucking
wish
bomb shelter.
they had allowed Joe Rogan to host one of the podcasts, like one of the
debates.
One of the debates that would have been so awesome.
Joe,
bro.
you're
the
telling
last
Rob.
one.
Joe needs to just accept the fact that he needs to go into politics. He says he's like an ape and shouldn't be in politics because he's dumb. But
He's
he's
already-
fucking smart as shit. He
He's
should-
already given the great advice, like to fucking insane Kanye. He was like...
I didn't watch the whole thing. What did he say?
Well, he told Kanye, because Kanye was like, well, after I saw Donald Trump get into the presidency, I knew that it could be possible for anybody, like, outside, even an entertainer, to, like, be, like, politically,
but he was
elected.
a businessman, not an entertainer.
Not only that,
mostly.
no. Ronald Reagan. Oh, no, but then he quoted Reagan. He was like, Reagan did the same
Yeah.
thing. And, yeah, Reagan was a movie star
That's true.
in the 50s and 60s, right? He was a fucking movie star, high-edge celeb. But then he became the governor of California for 10 years and changed the whole fucking state around.
That's the same with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Same with Arnold. I would vote for Arnold Schwarzenegger
As president?
As president, if he
Over
could.
Trump.
Is he
For
not
sure.
even? He just wasn't even born here.
Exactly, so he can't
That's
run.
amazing.
He
pretty
can't
well.
run. He
That's
can't run.
crazy.
I would fucking vote for
That
Arnold
sucks. Our
Schwarzenegger.
rules
What's
suck.
gonna really suck is 2024 when Trump reruns for president.
That's a big
Because
possibility.
being born in America is not the only thing that makes you an American. It's the citizenship. If you're over here and you are a citizen here,
But
you're
a
American.
prerequisite for president.
I know that's why that sucks.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying. Yeah.
4 years.
Dish pit. We're